Bienvenue, les aventures de Frank et Ben. 5e série, Frank and Ben go to Lac de Plaisir with Geneviève and Menot. 10e histoire, Frank and Ben go to Lac de Plaisir, part 10. It is certainly a treat for the boys that Geneviève, unlike Menot, stays away from her university books while they're at the beach. Indeed, she even goes so far as to scold her friend who, being so caught up in one of them, seems oblivious to what's going on around her. Menot, take your eyes off that book for a while. Enjoy the day. See how good Frank looks. What a physique he has. Menot lifts her eyes for a few seconds over the top of the book she's reading and regards Frank as he stands in the water with Ben. "Aren't you getting a little too close to him?" she says finally. "I mean, you don't want to hurt him, do you?" After a moment's careful thought, Geneviève responds, "Isn't it better to be the way I am than to treat him coldly as if I didn't think he was my friend?" "Sometimes it's better to be a bit on the cold side," Menot answers, "if you know the other person wants more than friendship." Nothing more is said between the two young women, and in a short time, Frank and Ben rejoin them on the beach. At first, Frank is in high spirits and talks away at length to Menot, who, as he quickly notices, has suddenly transformed herself into a much more friendly and pleasant person. At the same time, it's not long before he becomes aware of some invisible barrier that is dropped between him and Geneviève. Lying on her back on a towel that's placed close to her friend's lounge chair, she not only wears sunglasses, but seems concerned mainly with getting a tan. At the same time, it is Menot who now becomes the one full of questions about Frank's future and even goes so far as to show concern for him. Besides thinking he might be making a mistake in his decision not to go through with his plan of eventually becoming a much bigger part of his father's flourishing construction business, she warns him not to be overly influenced by her father's passion for photography, but choose his career according to his own lights. Ben then asks Menot some questions about the university Professor Bedard is the rector of. As both Frank and Ben learned some time ago, it is the very place where Menot plans to do her graduate studies and eventually teach the same courses in chemistry and biology her father does. "Oh, but you have to understand," she tells the boys, "my father has always been willing to teach me about things like enzymes and chemical counts and lakes. From the earliest age, going on trips to foreign countries and scientific expeditions has been a part of my schooling. I would even have to say it's been every bit as important as the formal part."